What's up guys? So grabe no. Ang tindi ng effect ng global warming ngayon. Napakainit. At dahil sa sobrang init pati mga ulo ng mga tao sobrang init na rin ata. uh, for example, okay. Woo! Hello. Dada. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's go. So what's up guys? So what the hell? Tulad yan, di ba? So yun, alam natin yung recent issue ni Yana, di ba? So yun yung pag-usapan natin ngayon. Pero not just si Yana yung yung kokomentan ko. Kumbaga no hate kay Yana kasi in general kasi sobrang daming nangyayaring yung road rage lately, lalo na sa mga antipolo, yung mga ganun. So this comment is not single out kay Yana, na-apply din to sa atin lahat actually. So having said that, yung mga comment ko na lang dyan is summarized by one word, which is entitlement. Entitlement, ooh, big word. Alam ba ano ibig sabihin yun, Motogob? Pero hindi, legit. Kasi ang dami-dami kasing riders na mapa big bike man o small cc scooters. Ang dami talaga mga riders sa daan na may entitlement strong sense of entitlement. And dahil dito may strong sense of entitlement, tataas yung ego nila, di ba? So yun, resulta ng ego, road rage, nagmumura, namamak you, nagbabasag ng side mirror. Although hindi naman gawin ko uso sa atin yung basagan ng side mirror, more like uso yun sa states pero same issue pa rin yun. It's entitlement and ego, di ba? The two letter E's. Ego and entitlement. So very talaga yun, very big factor yung entitlement na yun. It's a very big issue and I think we should all be aware of this issue entitlement. Tapos alam nyo pa yung pinaka dahilan, kung yung pinaka root cause ng mga away sa daan, yung mga mga murahan, madalas naman dun is caused by, kung tutuusin, maliit na bagay lang. It's like katulad kay Yana, di ba? Yung muntik lang mabangga. So it's really not a big deal if you think about it. Pero ginawang big deal kasi yun nga, a strong sense of entitlement and ego. Kung talagang rider ka and sanay ka sa pagra-ride, pagmamotor, parang dapat sanay ka na dun sa mga muntikan moments na yun dapat parang hindi ito first time mangyari to sa akin. So like, di ba, dapat parang alam mo na kung paano mag-deal sa mga ganun na type of situations. You should not be panicking unless it's something na first time na talaga na mangyayari sa'yo, sobrang lala ng incident, diba? Pero if it's like little things like that na biglang nag-swerve yung sa harap mo, hindi ka lang nakita ng driver, which happens like almost all the time kasi ganun yun yung reality. Like somehow yung mga drivers, madalas sa mga drivers, they just can't see us mga motorcyclists. So that's the reality that we have to live with, Kumbaga dapat veterano ka na, dapat nasa isip mo, ay may biglang nag-swerve sa harap ko pero hindi ko naman to first time na makikita. So ito, iwasan ko nga to saglit, like onting counter steer lang, iwasan mo lang, tapos okay na, tapos na, di ba? You just react, you don't panic, you just react. Tapos hindi naman kailangan mamakyo so totoo lang. Like it's very immature to show mga hostile na mga actions sa daan kasi hindi mo alam, may dalang baril yung tao, di ba? Tulad din sa yung si Mr. Fortuner, di ba? It's really not the smartest thing to do in terms of dealing with other people. Pero guys, wag natin lokohin ang sarili natin. This very fact na we are on a motorcycle, we are already like flirting with death na Tama ba ako? Alam kong may kakilala kayong rider, it can be your friend nga na patay na dahil sa pagmomotor. Mga motorcyclists are like 20 plus times more likely to die from a car crash or from a crash. So kasama talaga sa hobby natin yung yung very high risk, very dangerous na mga things that could happen. And if you don't know how to live with that reality, if you don't know how to live with that and to deal with other people, other drivers, if you don't know how to deal with them properly, then maybe this hobby is not for you. Kasi it takes a certain amount of self-control, it takes a certain amount of instinct certain amount of skills, certain amount of mindset na you really have to have when you're in this hobby. Bagong asfalto dito sa Espanya. Damn. Ooh. Triple downshift gets me every time. Dun dun dun. So given the fact na we are riding on a very very dangerous vehicle, wala tayong walls, hindi tayo katulad ng mga kotse na may walls, may window, may doors. Wala, there's nothing that separates us from the ground and from the other cars, diba? Tapos add the fact na common yung pagsisemplang, sure ako, or yung mga common yung mga mga muntikan moments, yung mga pag-overshoot, common yung mga ganun, yung mga very dangerous things that happen in our hobby that you probably experienced din, or maybe you have experienced accidents and crashes yourself. So having said that, yung mga ganun na bagay, yung mga muntikan moments na yun, parang dapat maliit na bagay lang yun sa'yo. It's like compared to, well, at least ito yung nangyari kesa na nadulas yung gulong ko, kesa na nag-lock yung front tire ko or nasumemplang ako, diba? Do you get my point? Out of all the things that could happen to you, semplang, collision, or whatever mechanical failure that causes a crash, at least out of all those possible things na mangyari sa'yo, yun lang ang nangyari, yung muntik ka na mabangga ng driver na hindi gumagamit ng side mirror. Nothing actually happened. In other words, nothing happened, and you want to waste your time, you want to waste your emotion, you want to waste your energy freaking out, throwing tantrums on something that did not happen. You weren't harmed, hindi ka nasaktan, hindi ka nabangga, so like, what's the point in tantrums? You can, if you want, pwede mong kausapin yung driver na, hey, hindi tama yung ginawa mo, pwede naman yun. Pero very crucial yung pag-deliver ng message mo. Like, you should not be like, hey, you stupid diba? You stupid dumbass, you tell me, dumbass, diba? Hindi dapat ganoon. You should like use your brain. It's not that hard to use your brain, guys. At magpasalamat ka hindi nag-road rage yung driver nung sinabihan mo siya na dumbass siya, di ba? Imagine mo na lang kung iba yung ugali noon, if he wasn't patient, di ba? Would you imagine? So be smart. And ako personally, na-experience ko rin yung dati yung minumura ibang driver, yung namamakyu, especially nung scooter days ko, nung nasa ADV 160 pa ako. Medyo immature pa ako nung time na yon. So I've been there sa feeling entitled, and looking back, I'm very lucky na wala akong na-experience na very serious road rage na grabe talaga, yung tipong sapakan o yung tipong na nag-aaway talaga sa kalsada. Hanggang hanggang middle finger lang, tapos sabay takbo. Ganun. And looking back, it's not a good experience. It's not a good experience. It's not a good choice. Yung mga ganun na klaseng actions, it's not a good action. It's not a good choice. I should have done better. I should have been more matured, di ba? Yun yung reflection ko dun. So why would you do things that you will regret in the future, diba? So yun, road rage is not the answer. So yun yung sinasabi ko na this hobby requires patience talaga, self-control, lots of self-control, lots of skills involved para magtagal ka and para ma-enjoy mo rin to ng matagal, diba? And that's how you earn respect also from the community and also from other drivers and riders. Woohoo! This sounds really good. Tapos recently, diba, Yana was able to use a BMW S1000RR, and I'm pretty sure na, marami siyang nakagamit o nakahiram na big bike. And so you're telling me, ibig mong sabihin that you're able to handle a 1000cc bike. You're able to go at what speed? Ungodly speeds, diba? I'm pretty sure na na-experience din ni Yana yun, yung mga sobrang tulin na speeds. You're telling me you can handle that, pero yung simple very very near miss ng car, you just lose it all of the sudden, diba? Like what happened to your tolerance of thrill? What happened to your tolerance of fear, di ba? Dapat matapang ka na kasi puta yun na nakatakbo na ano ng 200 or na-experience ka na ano ng 200 horsepower na motor. Dapat parang ano na, parang your nerves should be ano, yung nerves mo very ano na, very calm na, very chillax na kasi puta na, this is not the first time. I've seen this shit before. It's like, oh, swerve lang, swerve, di ba? Gets ba ako? With more experience, you know, the more experienced you are, the more calm you are, kumbaga. Di ba? So, I don't know, unless, yun nga yung problema natin, unless you're not a real rider, unless you're just a poser na you don't really know how to ride and all you do is just vlog and you have a pretty face and then ang dami mong biglang sponsor and then people are able to let you use their bikes. Well, tapos ano pala, kulang ka pala sa ano, sa fundamentals. Well, that's the problem, you know. That's the problem with some of these vloggers. They can't ride for shit. So alam nyo na yun, with, you know, great experience comes, you know, better control, better skills and better self-control. Like, guess nyo ba ako? Like, sanay ka na dapat sa mga ganun na situation. If you're riding long enough, eh di ba mahilig naman sa long ride si Yana. So it's like, sa dami-dami mong na-experience sa riding career mo, bakit ka nag-freak out sa napakaliit na bagay? Right? Kasama talaga sa hobby natin yun, yung mga ano, mga near misses, yung mga ano, drivers not using their side mirrors. Like, that's part of it, dude. And that's exactly precisely the reason why we train hard. That's exactly the reason why we take our time on track days, on training, on expanding our knowledge, learning new techniques. That's precisely the reason why we do those things, kasi these skills help us survive, dude. Hindi lang to parang mema lang yung mga seminar, mema lang yung mga training, mga track day para lang mag-flex. Nah, bro, that's exactly the point. For exactly situations like Yana has experienced. Like yung mga cars na biglang nagsuswerve, you counter steer, diba? And you react. You don't panic, you react. That's exactly the reason why, guys. Ako personally, I'm an advocate of track days, advocate of Gymkhana, yung kay Ride Academy, yung mga ganun na mga skills building. I'm a very big advocate of those. Kasi those things help you survive, dude. Mag-invest ka sa skills mo, mag-invest ka sa expanding your knowledge on research instead of buying a full system exhaust. Maybe go for a slip-on exhaust instead and save the money and go on a track day or go on whatever rider enhancement course that helps you improve your judgment, that helps you improve your you know, anticipation, your swerving skills, all that stuff. Instead of looking pretty and instead of, like, you know, pose flexing your motorcycle, why not you actually learn how to ride? Diba? Yun na naman yung ano dun eh, yun yung moral lesson dun. Kasi once you're trained, chances are hindi ka na mag-react ng ganun. Hindi na parang bigla ka or something. You already know, you already have the skills to avoid danger. So when you avoid danger, parang mas happy yung ride mo, di ba? Mas nakaka-enjoy yung rides, mas mabilis ka in a safe way, and you'd really get the best experience out of motorcycles in the off-road and on the street. So yun talaga thoughts ko. Like, come on bro, you're in a deadly sport, you're in a deadly hobby. Out of all the things that could have happened sa'yo, you're 20 times more likely to die in a crash. Out of thousands of possibilities na pwede mangyari sa'yo, worst things have happened to other people. Yun yung lagi yung tandaan. Kapag before you react to this car na biglang mag-swerve sa harap mo, before you react, guys, always think worst things happen to other riders. Alam niyo naman nangyari nung last year, di ba? Last December, ang daming namatay sa sa mga C5 dahil yung truck nawala ng preno, di ba? You literally cannot control the whole world kung anong condition ng kotse or truck sa likod mo. Hindi mo control yun eh. So out of all the millions, thousands, millions of things that could have happened to you, magpasalamat ka na yun lang yung nangyari, and calm down. Don't react out of anger. Maybe talk to the driver na, hey, you almost hit me, ganon. Pero in a calm manner, because you should be thankful that nothing bad happened to you, diba? Dapat ganyan yung mindset mo eh. Like if you're an experienced rider, in my opinion, like if you're an experienced rider, you've been through crashes or you've seen crashes, you've seen a lot of things sa rides mo, ang dami mong pinagdaanan, like yun dapat mindset mo, like oh shit, okay, I've seen worse before. Ito lang naman, chicken lang naman tong incident na to, tiny little thing, swerve lang, I'm just gonna iwasan ko lang yung car and then move on with my life, move on with the rides, enjoy my ride. Kumbaga, choose your battles, right? Tsaka isa pa, yung sense of entitlement na you should use your side mirror. Ako, wala akong side mirror eh. Guys, do you see the sense of entitlement there? Like, why on earth would you depend your entire life, would you depend your motorcycle, your entire safety on another driver, expecting them to use their side mirror? Like, that's so naive and so stupid for you to expect the other people will care for you, the other people will prioritize your safety. It's so naive. Eh paano pag lasing yung driver sa unahan? Paano pag sobrang distracted siya? Yung Bluetooth speakers niya, yung sound system ng car niya naka max volume, sobrang distracted, o kaya may ka-chat siya or lasing, whatever. Ano na ngayon, di ba? Would you really expect this driver, like this CRV, would I really expect him to always use his side mirror all the time? No, I shouldn't. Kasi hindi ko siya control. And I should not depend my safety on him. Ano ba yung control ko ngayon? Ito motor, di ba? Tsaka sarili ko. So I should depend on that, on my skills for my safety. Your safety is your responsibility. In short, you should not expect other people to care for you, to look out for you. Very, very naive yun. Life is better than death, guys. Aanin mo yung right of way mo, aanin mo yung violation ng iba kung patay ka na. Like what's the sense? Anong use yun? Like oh, mali yung iba, hindi siya gumamit ng side mirror, dapat ano siya, using side mirror, dapat pakulong siya, may consequences siya. Oh, pero ikaw, ano nangyari sa'yo? You're dead. Useless din. Life is better than death, guys. Life over ego, life over pride. Just be defensive, you know. So you should not expect other people to practice safety driving safety techniques using their side mirror. You should not be expecting those things, because your safety is your responsibility. Yun lang naman, guys. Again, no hate to Yana. I'm pretty sure this is a learning experience for her. She's just playing tough sa comment section. She's just playing tough with all her recent na posts. Pero sana namang bago siya. But I'm not victim blaming, alright? Pag may mali talaga, malamang mali yun, di ba? Deserve din mabash yung driver or whatever, di ba? I'm not saying na walang accountability. Of course there has to be accountability. Of course the driver has to be called out then also, di ba? Not saying na tama yung driver. I'm just saying na what are the things that we can learn, we as riders can learn from this experience, from this event, not experience, from this event, from this incident, di ba? Asan yung parking dito? I literally passed by Y zone na. Ah, here it is. Here's their big ass entrance. But where the hell am I gonna park, bruh? No parking though. Ito. May parking dyan, no? So I'm gonna have to try again. Nandun nata yung parking eh. Yeah. Pero may possibility din na nire-rage bait lang tayo lahat ni Yana. Diba? Pwede rin na sinadya niya mag-react ng ganun for the views, diba? Ni-rage bait naman pala tayo lahat. It's just a rage bait. It's just a prank. Diba? Kasi di mo alam eh, 2025 is full of fucking rage baiting, dude. Alam mo naman, puro rage bait ng mga tao ngayon eh. They just want to see you react. They just want to see you mad. Kasi it's fun.
Wag na po ilap. Ha? Wag na po ilap.